Hello everyone, and welcome back to me playing the forest. If you remember last time, we made it on the yacht. I am currently sleeping, obviously, and we survived the night, which I did not worry we wouldn't because the snacks don't give you nearly as much as they used to. They almost used to completely fill your bar, which, yeah, I get is a little, like, OP, but I don't need to be holding this fish anymore. Alright. Did I drop it into... What the fuck? I think I just dropped the fish into the water, or I splashed it. Okay, this game's still kind of buggy. We're just gonna let it be. So we got some story items. We saw a picture of Virginia, which means Virginia must have already been on this island by the time this boat docked in the 80s. And yeah, that's a creepy thought. So I think I'm gonna go around the island, like around this little landmass, and walk the beach, just because I would like to see if I can find any booze. Like I said, if you actually I didn't say, but if you that's texture on it was really off for a second. They're on top of the little landmass where the tree is. There's a bunch of effigies, which means it's a pretty patrolled area. So, I mean, it's not that bad to cross, usually, and there's always, like, a lot of, like, herbs and stuff up there, like aloe and chicory, but, I want to find booze. That's my most pressing. It's also a shortcut across, because it's, like, a weird little peninsula, but I want to find booze. Hopefully there's not too many of them running on the beach. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But yeah, so we don't know what Virginia is, how long she's been here, and the question is, did the people come looking for that missing child? Did they just happen to have a gallon of milk that... I think this takes place in the 2000s, so that would be beyond curdled. Because it would have been the 80s, but did they know these monsters were here, or did they find out after and just snapshotted a bunch of photos of it and were like, oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna just curl up and die now. Were they the same people as the missionaries? I don't know. Because the tents, if you remember the tents from outside that one cave, are really old looking. They're the really big triangle tents. And the caves in, the tents in other parts of the game are very much more modern looking, so it makes sense, but also that tiny yacht could not hold a bunch of people like that, like a huge missionary group, which is what I assume it would be. I don't know, a lot of questions unanswered. I've only found a few story items so far. But yeah, so I haven't seen any mutants in my game yet, thankfully, and now you know what one of them looks like if you've never seen this game played, or if you've never played it yourself. She's not friendly. She can run very fast on two legs like a spider, like, you know, when spiders run at you with their legs up. She can do that shit, and then also, sometimes they run through this little crack, so that's why I'm being a little hesitant. Also, she can jump really far. None of the other ones can jump that far. And, she has babies with her. Little... tiny, like, malformed baby things that follow her and jump. I don't know how they jump. They don't really got legs or anything. They just, like, fling themselves like little jelly beans. They're not that bad. They're not, like, awful to fight, because unfortunately you do have to kill them, because they do try to kill you. And in this game, it's definitely survival of the fittest. And so yeah, you just have to... Only in big numbers are the babies that bad. See, they're tropical fish. They're tropical fish in the ocean. They're tropical fish in the ponds. I don't get it. Alright. And I am just amazed by the amount of people who do build their bases on these little islands and then transport logs over somehow, like in a raft or something, because that's gotta be tedious. I mean, I know some people build bridges and stuff, and then just, like, where the bridge meets the land, they heavily fortify that with, like, defense walls and things that the cannibals can't get. And, like, the cannibals don't have the AI to be like, okay, this is a bridge, or at least they didn't for a long time. I don't know if they do now, but they're like, this is a bridge. We have to cross the bridge and we'll go kill, fuck, what's my name? I know my child's name is Timmy. I don't remember my name. Go kill me. And, yeah, that's how we'll do this. Like, they don't have the AI for that. So this was referred to as Anchor Beach or Dead Shark Beach. You can probably figure out why there's a massive amount of sharks, up here. Fuck if I know. I wonder if you can actually, oh. I know you can, like, cut their heads off, but I don't know if you can actually get meat from them. This feels really cruel to do because they're already dead. But why did so many of them die? Or wash up on shore? Did they wash up on shore alive and then die? Were they already dead when they washed up on shore? So many questions. So few answers. Alright. We got some booze that is weirdly upside down for some reason. Okay. Take that pot. So you can actually sleep in those, which is great if you're keeping a moving lifestyle. Okay, a bunch of them. Oh! Did that one just die? Did anyone else see that? I don't know if I want to get close to investigate, or... Fuck it, I'm gonna get close to investigate. Did that one just die? Yeah! Bitch, I don't really care about you. Or your friend. Yeah, that one just died. Okay. Did they kill it? Did it... That was weird. Okay. Supposedly, they'll sacrifice some of them at the effigies. Like, people have said that, but I don't know if it's actually true or not, or if it's just, hey, we saw this one die spontaneously from a weird glitch, so I'm gonna assume it's game developers for sure put that in. They want me, but they can't get me. Come at me, Carol! Come at me! Carol, come back! Don't run from me, Carol! Why are you so fast, Carol? Holy shit, she's fucking booking it. She knows I'll kill her, that's why. I have no sympathy for these heathens. There she is again. Carol's coming back! With some backup! Fuck you, Carol. Oh, okay, you're gonna kill yourself, dude. Come at me, son. Oh, and there he goes. He just died. Did anyone else see that? Motherfucker just killed himself. Like, wow. And he's a blue one, so he would have been a bitch to fight comparatively to Carol over there. So, I'm not complaining. This one's just slowly following. Like, I can just take my time. My name is Jeffrey. What I have still pondered, and I think I pondered this in a previous episode, have they always been here? The cannibals? Carol, why are you running like that still, lady? Ah. See, when they're like this, they don't frighten me that much. I played the game enough, I'm like, okay, lady. You're running, okay. You don't scare me that much. It's when the mutants appear, or when they appear at night, or startle you like that, or in the caves that I'm like, no thanks. That's where I'm like, you're scaring me, please go home. But yeah, overall, like when they're on the beach like this, they don't frighten me that much. I've gotten kind of used to it. I mean, kind of like, I'm not. I mean, this game's again, really. This game still does startle me, like, still has jump scares, and they're not like traditional jump scares like Stings where it's like, oh, it's gonna, at this exact moment, every time it's gonna scare you. But like, it is weird to turn around and suddenly see them staring at you. Or to be walking through the woods and hear that, ah, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But maybe that's just me, because I die a lot in this game. Also, this is relevant to the game. I saw a thread on Reddit, which if you're a fan of this game, I would recommend r/theforest. It is good. But I saw a thread where some woman on Steam, like on the little review part of the game, left a complaint about the female cannibals not wearing tops, which I don't know if you could see, but her titties were just freely out. So this person was like, you need to make the game more kid-friendly, you need to make the women wear tops. And it's like, what? So why do I'm assuming this woman didn't see most of this game, if that's going to be her complaint, because why would that be what bothers you? Not the fact that they're cannibals and trying to eat you, or if you've been in the caves, you see the grotesque horrors, or the amount of people they have murdered. Like, why is that of all things that bothers you? I'm assuming, I have not seen anything about it since, so I'm assuming that's just going to be a complaint that the developers are going to let slide, because why? Why would you do that of all things? It doesn't make much sense. Also, we're heading back home, if you couldn't tell. We're going to attempt this journey. I'm going to attempt not to die on this journey. So happy I found that yacht. I was right. I tried to look at maps, like, before filming, to see if that was the area I thought I remember it being in, and the yacht wasn't, the island's not as big as I feared, so it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to be like a 2-day journey, but the maps change so much depending on what stage of the game they were created in. Like, if you Google the forest game map, like, you'll get 3 different versions, because either people didn't actually know the topography when they were creating the map, they were just doing it by what they experienced, or the game topography changed drastically. And I'm leaning more toward that because I know firsthand some of the changes the game has put in, or the developers have put in. Eat a snack. My dirty pot. The pot can be used for boiling water. I can, like, scoop it out of the pond and boil it so I don't get sick, which, like I said before, they don't have an implemented system of getting sick yet from drinking bad water, so there's literally, like, no point other than that irritating animation, but I can live with that. And then you can also attach it to a tree and collect sap. The sap drips in there, and the sap is good because you need it for various building things, especially bombs and such. Or you can just straight up, if it's raining, you can just hold the pot in your hand and it'll fill with water, and then you can drink it, and it is a good time. Good times are had by all. Except for me, because my son was taken, and I don't know where the fuck he is or where the fuck I am. Like I said before, I'm supposed to be in Canada, but what Canadian island has alligators? I am asking this legitimately. Is there a Canadian island with alligators? I doubt it, but also, those alligators are a bitch to fight. Like the sharks being able to bite you at the bottom of through the yacht. I died once in this game. Not from the cannibals, but because I was there's a sort of, a structure that you can find on this island that is a hut. It's not the pointed ones that we have already seen. It is like an elongated one. And, it's fine and dandy and all, and you get inside of it, except for if an alligator is under it, he can bite you through it and kill you. And alligators kill you, unless you have a lot of armor on, alligators kill you really quickly. It's so irritating. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I dyed my hair blonde last night, which is one of the reasons I could not film and get my episode up on time on Thursday the 15th. But I decided to go blonde because I think I'm going to dye my hair lavender. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It's going to be a while before I do it anyway because I had to bleach my hair from brown, like dark brown, in order to get the blonde color to begin with, and like that's going to be really strenuous on my hair if I immediately dye it again. But I've been using the purple shampoo to get the brassy, like yellowish tones out, and I think it's working so far. It's I've never been like a blonde like this before. I used a lightning kit once, which is what this is, except for it was not so harsh, and thus it only took my hair to like this weird strawberry blonde. It wasn't orange, but I have a lot of reddish undertones in my hair naturally, so it went like strawberry blonde, and this time it is like blonde. And it looks really weird because I'm not used to seeing myself with it. Also because I haven't dyed my eyebrows, so my eyebrows are still dark brown. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. If I'm going to... I have to touch up a couple roots, so I don't know if I'm going to just do my eyebrows when I do that. If I'm going to leave them dark because... YOLO? Is that something the kids say still? I know it's technically in style or whatever to have light hair, because mine will be like light blonde and then dark eyebrows, but also if I decide to go lavender, it'll be weird if I don't have dark eyebrows. So, a lot of things to consider. I mean, it's just hair. I'm not the kind of person that's ever been like, oh my god, if my hair isn't perfect, my life is ruined. Oh my god, I'll never do this with my hair because what if it turns out bad? Like, do I get disappointed if my hair dye doesn't work the way I want it to? Of course. Do I get disappointed when I get a mediocre to shitty haircut? Obviously. But I'm like, oh well, it's hair. It grows out. If I don't like it as blonde, and this is one of the reasons I decided to go blonde, if I don't like it as blonde, I can dye it back over. Like, it's not the end of the world the way I think some people make it out to be. That being said, I thought about going back to being a redhead. When I was younger, I used to dye my hair red a lot, and I look good as a redhead. However, my hair, because of their natural reddish undertones, takes red dye really well. I know a lot of women have a hard time. How do I get down from here? Do they know I'm up there? Do they know my structure's up there? Is that what they're doing? Well, it's not human sounding, so, why? But, my hair takes red dye really, really well. So it's actually really difficult to get red dye out of my hair. I know a lot of people have, like, the opposite problem. They have to re-dye it multiple times to get the red to stay in. Red dye for me is like, I don't want to leave your hair. Sorry, you're gonna... Oh, God. I thought I was about to die. They're like, sorry, we don't want to leave your hair. You're gonna be a redhead forever now. And, while I do like the look of red hair, I do get tired of it, so... I usually have to dye it over like a really dark brown, and then just re-dye it, because most of the time I actually have to grow it out. I need to get energy back. I think they saw my platform, and that's why they did that. I think they react to player-built structures when they see them. And that would be the first and probably only one they could actually see. I don't think they can hop up. Well, I know they can't climb rope or anything, so even if they could hop up the rock, they couldn't do anything about it. But, also, they make those cries basically at any point, so, it's a really creepy thing to hear at night. If you're playing, you're just like, ah! Except for just more demonic sounding, just in the distance, or near you. Something about those textures just don't seem right, but I'm gonna pick it anyway. Oh, I can't, Oh, my blueberries. Yay! I didn't try to pick you up. Okay, yeah, something about this is a little bit off. Blueberries spontaneously just floating in the air. Hello, Mr. Deer. Home sweet home. I made it back with minimal issues. I'd say actually no issues. I don't know where the cannibals went. I don't know if they ran back into the forest that way. But like I said, they saw my structure, but they can't get to my structure, I don't believe. So it's not like them seeing my structure, they're gonna bring... I mean, they might bring back a bunch of forces to try to take it out, but like I said, I don't think they can. And I've never actually seen them walk, like, with the mutants here. Alright, but I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. All I'm going to do is sleep, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do in the morning now that I have accomplished the goal from the very first episode to get my damn turtle shell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to tune in next time. Bye!